Yeah, crossroads. Okay. Then I do want to buy another party member, indeed. So, is it Arthur, Dannington, Jasmine, or we can't afford Sandon Cosworth? That's too bad. But let's look at Arthur Dannington. He's a weasel indeed, with a hidden plates, which says at turn end, if this character has no defense, they gain 35 defense and 1 winded. That's I don't like it because I don't want to be at 0 defense if I can ever avoid it. It's only good when you go to 0. So, Cutthroat. Whenever this character deals damage, apply 1 bleed. That is a good ability. A stock, so yeah, you combo that with multi-attacks, and we have a lot of that kind of stuff. Sleight of Hand is an amazing card. Lore Master. Every time you draw a talent card, the wielder gains 1 stamina. For the entire team? Ooh. Okay. Tough choice, tough competition, Yanning. Also a tough name to say, so that's always already a negative point. We've got every time, what is this? This is a rogue armor. Every time this character plays a weapon card, a concealed blade is added to your hand and the character gains 8 defense. Oh, so you would want a dual wield, basically. Huh, yeah, okay, not comporific because we don't have enough weapons for them to dual wield. Gambler. At the start of every turn, you may discard 1 card to draw 2. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so good with my stuff. So that's a big plus. The notched sword, unfortunately, is a bit bad, but then the heavy shield says 18 defense and 3 anticipation. That's nice. Strong stealth. Restore 15 vitality. Gain 1 poison. Gain 1 poison. Okay. So I saw a card at one point that comboed off of being poisoned, and so you would want those 2 in combination. Restore 15 vitality. So it's a healing thing that you can use every fight, but then it gets worse and worse and worse. Actually, I really like that, but see here, Spiteful. If this character has no defense, deal 5 damage and apply 3 bleed to opponent's rank. All the health. Oh yeah, from this one, yeah. And let's just look at Cosworth. Why are you so expensive? Because you are level 5, I guess. Yeah. We can dream. Survivalist gear, nice. Practice is good. Concealed blade, what? No. This is sharp. Weasel. Every time you spawn a concealed blade, sharp gains 1 stack. All concealed blades deal additional damage equal to stacks of sharp. That is a combo I hope I can build in another game. That would be so fun. Because their racial also gives them concealed blades, so you can play a lot of concealed blades, basically. That sounds cool. In combination with that armor, heck yeah. Ruthless. Ruin a card, convert your charge stacks into brutality. This character's next attack applies bleeding equal to brutality stacks. Never seen that before. No, we are buying the weasel. And why are we buying the weasel? Because the bear and the weasel are sort of on par, but we combo with having same race stuff. Racial purity. Technically, this is species purity. Not that that's better, and I bumped the microphone. I'm sorry. Ignore me. So, Dannington, Dirtwater, and Desolin are weasels. And then we have the mice up here. We could also go like this. So we have a rank of weasels and a rank of mice. Because that's fun. I don't think that that's better, but it's fun. In fact, I think it's not terrible because my mice are better frontliners. So maybe we just do it. And it also looks cool, which is a huge plus. So here we have a problem. One of these is not like the other. This is a mouse. This is a mouse. This is a mouse. This is another mouse. There we go. All the weasels and mice. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I might need to screenshot this actually for the Discord, just because it's gonna look cool. Enter the courtyard. For the final boss, the Warden and the Gold Cloaks. Their famed cloaks bloom in the dawning sunlight, a grave reminder of what little time you have left than the Warden itself. The commander of the garrison stands before you, flanked by his elite gold cloaks. There is little time left. Finish the fight. I might need some coffee for this. Alright, and of course they have a bannerman. We should have made a shield wall out of this. Look at this. Oh, and I didn't... Our new character, I didn't check whether or not I wanted to move some armor around, or like equipment, and I think I did. I wanted to give him the weasel armor, I think. But I didn't, at least I should have checked. So already the first misplay has started, and we haven't even played the first card. Fun. Have you done this fight before? I don't think that the Bannerman was in the game last time that I played, and this ability and this ability I have not seen before. So there's definitely some new stuff. We'll take it slow. The Bannerman was present in the previous fight, so I know what he does. Oh, he's got less health than the previous one, so that's nice. I wonder if health is randomized. No, it's not. But sometimes they have different health values. Anyway, at the combat start, he gains defense, and every ally gains charge. Every time an ally gains charge, this character gains the bolster equal to that bottom up to matter. He cannot be moved. This one is the real kicker. The demoralize can be good for me if I play my cards right, because I can banish some cards. Then we have, what do you have here? Magnificent Plate. All right. At combat start, this character gains 100 defense. While this character's defense is above 60, all stacks applied are converted into vulnerable. All bleeding stacks. You know what? I have seen that before, so the Magnificent Plate might not be new. He's got Fury and Battlefield Authority. While this character is alive, all opponents cannot exceed 120 defense. Okay, I have not been above 120 defense throughout this entire playthrough, so it's unlikely to happen here, but that's an interesting balance factor that they've added into the game. Alright, and then the Warden himself. He's got the Magnificent Plate. He's got Fury. He's a champion. Whenever this character takes more than 25 damage from a single attack, the excess damage is ignored and converted to defense. From a single attack. So this is nice for me because I do a lot of little pokey attacks. So I just gotta make sure that my multi-attacks do not go above 25 damage per attack when I hit the champion. And then he is a commander because we didn't have enough stuff going already. So this says whenever this character moves into a new rank, that rank gains 5 charge and this character's original rank gains 15 defense. Alright. Must have played it really early for no banner. I think the banner was there maybe. But I think he wasn't in the second boss fight. Not sure. And I would get hammer that high with 1 unit. That is a huge penalty. Yeah, I can imagine that this penalizes some builds, just not mine here. I don't care. Alright. We'll take this slow. The first card that I play will be banished. So that's gonna be the guard, because this is a mediocre card. I can get rid of that by playing it first. Good stuff. We also need to check what they're doing. So this guy is cleaving my entire front rank for 15 damage each. Prioritizes front rank, sure. Gains 10 for every opponent hit, 10 defense. Alright, sure. I'm assuming you do the same. So we're taking 30 already on every unit. And then this guy says Commander Strike deals 20 damage. If an opponent has any adjacent allies, 7 winded is applied. Okay. Moves and swaps to adjacent rank. Oh, okay. So I was wondering, does he ever move? But he moves immediately. And yeah, Yansworth, you are gonna get wrecked. If opponent has any allies. So here's a point for Sortier. This would not work against this solo build. Maybe I should try that sometime. That does sound fun. Alright, let's do this. So first is guard. First is guard. And I have like an endurance build with low starting armor, but lots of these restoration and bolster stacks that will continue to build up over time. A lot of my characters start at 0 armor. We only have one character with armor. Oh my god. But I have combo armors, okay? Oh, and I have hidden plates on this guy. I did want to switch that out, so that's terrible. Yeah. Okay. We'll be fine. I have confidence here. First play is to give Desolin the guard. Removing the banishment. And I just knocked my own earbuds out. Alright. Rush. Natural selection. We can draw a card. Challenge. I am just thankful that there are no overwatches in this game, in this fight, so I can draw my cards as I please. That's the first thing that I really want to point out. Now, Yansworth here has her own, I'm gonna call it a her, 3 plus 5 every time she plays a card, so she plays the 0 cost. Boom. Alright, already we have gained armor. And I wanted her to do the challenge, so that was a misplay. Who wants to do the challenge? Maybe augment should do the challenge and gain 100 defense, stuff like that. That's why I put the challenge in the deck. It isn't super good in early game, but when we get to the final boss fights and stuff like that, the challenge is just one of the best cards in the game. So glad that paid off. We are gonna do Augment's racial ability, because he draws cards when he does that. And so that's cool. We gotta think about who is being taken down first. Now that I'm looking at attacking, I think I wanna remove the Bannerman first. Because he does so much buffing. But all of these are nasty. You got this, thanks. Though the banner unit will delete the first card played each round. Yeah. I'm gonna use that to my advantage as much as I can, but I have been able to remove all the bad cards from my deck almost through the playthrough, so there's not a lot of cards that I wanna banish, but I can think of a few that would be fine to banish, so we'll be fine. I just gotta... The real trick is to remember that the first card you play in the turn has to be the one you want to banish, because that's something I could easily forget. I'm gonna do a huge play here in the first turn. By doing... Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's fine. Warcry. Then, double team. He has to do the double team himself if he wants to give the maximum effect away. Which is fine. But now he's down to 1 stamina. And if I spend the final stamina, I'm cheating myself out of a card draw. So right now we are thinking about not doing the rush with him, in order to we'll just preserve the charge. Give field dressing, just give some armor in the back row here to Dirtwater. And then someone else spends their charge on a rush. We can give them the racial ability to boost it a bit more. I think we're going Bannerman. And it's kind of tricky because there's so little health. If I am lucky, I draw the big bleed card early, and then we could just bleed him in 1 turn without ever worrying about the 80 armor. And in fact, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna ignore him until we get that blood sacrifice, and then we're gonna bleed him to death. That's much better. So instead, I think we focus down a Halberdier, because they are not as tanky as many of the other units, and they do decent damage. I don't dare try to focus down the Warden. I think that's a catch-22. There. Alright, good stuff. So then we draw the reserves, which is a perfect card here. This is a draw the 1 card for each character in the back rank. Back rank characters gain 1 vigor, and then it banishes itself. So let's do that. Draw more cards. Good. Let's just keep playing, and maybe the opponent team will never get a turn. How about that? Warhammer, then. I like Warhammer. For the Emperor. We can do setup, and then Warhammer gets better if the target is already vulnerable, so that's what we're doing. Setup, then, is going to be played by I think Yansworth would really want to play a card. Just to get some more defense, so put the vulnerable here. There's another rush for augment. Perfect. I think I'll do another card draw with him. We got the sulfuric bomb. Perfect. Who gets the bomb? The poison? I think we do to the front row. Like so. So now they that doesn't do anything yet, but next turn they will each get 10 poison stacks. And that's gonna be paying off big time throughout this fight. Drawing that turn 1 is honestly perfect. Okay, we can get Yansworth even higher in charge. So we should. Warhammer. No, yeah, Warhammer now on you. Good. We can probably even kill him. Maybe if I mathed a bit. 25% extra and 25% extra, and he is doing currently 19 times 3. That's almost 60. Let's just say 60. Does he need the 3 extra? 50% on top of 60 is about 90. He's not gonna die from this, but he's gonna be so low. Oh, never mind. He died. Good. A stock then. Who do we take next? Okay, I mean, I removed an enemy character in the first turn. This is looking pretty good then. We are doing the other halberdier. Yeah. Then Rising Storm is you. And then the momentum goes on him as well. So we start stacking high charge on the next character here. Alright, I mean, for a first turn, we played 15 cards, we destroyed an enemy character. That makes me confident. We took damage. We took more damage. Okay. Yeah. Not a... Oh, this cheating bastard, look at that. He didn't end his turn in that same rank, so the sulfuric bomb didn't go off. Hacks! Alright, that's fine. What do then? We do double team. Let's see, who's taking damage and what? Glorious Assault. Deal 20 damage to opposite opponent rank. All opponents move swap in lane. Okay. This character's rank gain 15 defense. Alright. And here, Zone of Control. Deal 20 damage to opponent's lane, gain Zone of Control, right. And he is doing Rally. Party gains 5 Fury. Oh god. That means he's gonna give Fury to characters that don't already have Fury. I think. Maybe not. But either way, he's gonna give Fury to these 3 guys and boost it up further, so that's nasty. Now we can, with Mice, we can reduce the Fury. So I think we'll be okay. Okay. One thing at a time. Back row is being hit hard, so we are gonna do double team for them. And I should draw cards first. Why would I not draw cards first? So just find someone with high HP, then the natural selection will allow me to draw. Alright, tight formation. Yeah, so let's do that in the back row. Okay, now we're tanking everything. That's good. Calculating strike. I'll do that with Desolin. Yansworth has lost all stamina for this turn because of the winded. Hydrate. Good call. I don't think we can do the Bloodlust this turn, unfortunately. I mean, we can play it, but I can't trigger it. It is important. Thank you for the water. Oh, I should say for the reminder. We are doing the Halberdier. And just give him the Bloodlust too. Doesn't matter. Then the Pincer. We can build more charge on Wulfric here. It sounds like I'm saying Wulfric, and I think it's intentional. It's such a tongue twister when they move the letters around. Then we gain Second Wind and Rush. We can do the Rush this turn then. Second Wind played here. Battle Tempo is your card over here. We will play that on him. Something is happening. Because Battle Tempo, I keep forgetting about this. Battle Tempo is if active character is in front rank, you deal the damage. And if in back rank, you just gain defense. So putting the cripple token on that card was terrible. He already gained the defense. Okay. Wulfric can do what? 25 times 3. That's almost a kill on this Halberdier, but not quite. Oh, it's worth doing, I think. Getting him to that point. And I literally have nothing more to play, so just end. Alright. We'll be fine. I mean, there's no way they kill all my characters, even if we lose a few. That's kind of funny, because I don't care as long as my character stays like with the same species. You know, we want to segregate our societies, and that's all that matters to me, really, is just that they stick together with the ones that they like. So him moving me around like that doesn't really matter. In fact, I believe that the Weasel here gained 10 defense for moving like that, so that's kind of cool. Tensions then. Yeah, that'll work in the back line. Because we will make them not like having their species together. Then what? We've got 2 double teams. I'll tell you what I should do is read my opponent's attack. So this one deals 15 damage. If opponent has more than 40 defense, applies 6 bleeding. So that's not the case for Desolin. And it's again not the case for Desolin. Alright, so poor Desolin is getting focused though. We will double team here, getting him to 22. Then the round shield gets him to 32, and now he's not taking damage, and he's not above 40 defense, so everything is fine. Yansworth gets some shield here. Gets more out of it because of the impervious trait. And then I think that we are doing double team in the back for the mice. In fact, doing it for the weasels would fuck up Desolin, so that's just the right play. Rising Storm after Rundle Dagger for you. Rundle Dagger first. Oh. Yeah, we gotta get rid of you now. 36 charge. How did you get 30? Oh, because of the zone of control comboing with him moving my entire team around. So he got 36 charge. And then he's got a front rank cleave. Good thing that I focused the stupid halberdiers. Wow. That could have ended the run, I think. If the 2 halberdiers doing 40 plus damage to 3 different characters. Each, so 80 to the front rank or something like that. Sounds like fun. Pincer. We are stacking... Oh, no. We are stacking charges on someone else. So you go. Who's going to go next? Who is going to go next? I still think we are bleeding the Bannerman, so we don't care about him right now. Let's take out an Ender Knight, and then I think it's the Warden. I mean, and the Bannerman will die once I draw that card that I'm looking for. They're the same. Stacks charges here. We have setup. Where's Yansworth here? He's already spent all the actions. Okay. Then Wulfric. Oh, he had charge. Yeah, I keep forgetting to check if they have charge. Sharpened Steel. We can do Exertion, and that could draw me What would be the most important? Warhammer would be really nice because that adds overwhelm. But I can't play it. Oh, I can. Yeah, I can play it. But do I want to? I think a double team is the right play. Oh, exertion's gonna make me... No. It's gonna be fine, yeah. Exertion can make me banish a card. Oh, I keep forgetting. See, I completely forgot that I need to watch the first card I play in the turn. So I probably have banished some important stuff. What have I banished? I have banished the sulfuric bomb, the tensions, a double team. Yeah, I knew it. God damn it. I forgot about the Bannerman thing. Typical. What was your rule again? All bleed stacks are turned into vulnerable stacks, and he's already vulnerable, so that's kind of wasteful. I always went for the banner card. That's the plan. We have a card that I'm waiting for. I was hoping to draw it a little bit sooner. Maybe we get it next turn? Eh? Nope. Alright. But soon the Bannerman shall die. The first card that I play is gonna get banished. That would be the Withdraw then. We will play that on Desilin. Let's just switch him with another weasel. Alright, what are they doing in the back here? Yeah, you do your thing. And a Battle Cry deals 18 damage to defense and applies 3 winded to the opponent party. Move swaps to adjacent rank. All stacks of cripple, bleed, and poison are removed. Are you kidding me? How dare you? And he is attacking my entire party, but only dealing damage to defense at least, so that's fine. And the Bannerman doesn't do damage. We have you, but you can't afford this thing now. Damn. Yeah, so we can't do lightning strike. Okay. Round shield. Take cover. Take cover. Give it to Wolfric. We could remove some Fury stacks. That may be a good idea. He's about to boost their Fury stacks even more over here. By the way. But I can't. Where's the, here? Reckless Burst. Oh! Yes. So then we do this. We can momentum into Lightning Strike. 26 charge. Oh, there's a thing. Isn't there a thing? Yeah, whenever this character takes more than 25 damage from a single attack, the excess damage is ignored and converted into shield. Okay, that's not too bad. Reckless Burst will do 29 per hit. So for every hit he will gain 4 armor, and will still take the 25. The important thing is that here I am both applying cripple, which won't do anything to him, I suppose, but will also remove Fury stacks. Yeah. And deal good damage to the Ender Knight here. Alright. Stock is you. He's got some Fury stacks. I think now we're working on this guy. Good. Sharpened Steel. He can bleed now. Tell me, do you bleed? Yes, he does. Desilin wants the strategy. We have Exertion again. Round Shield. Take cover on Dirtwater. Exertion. I think we pull another double team. And spend it on the weasels this time. Oh, I actually ended up maxing to the 120 defense, like they restricted me to. Huh. For the first time in the playthrough, I think we hit 120 defense. Here's the Lore Master. Every time you draw a talent card, the wielder gains 1 stamina. The wielder. Well, play that. Cool, cool, cool. And we want to play... Oh, and that got banished. But it was going to be banished anyways. That was perfect. Ah. Calculated. What is this? Absolute loyalty. Steals the defense of the ally with the most defense and moves swaps adjacent to them on rank. Huh. But that would move their Battleman. Interesting. I think the Battleman says cannot be moved by an opponent, so they can move the Bannerman. But I'm gonna kick him so he can't do that. I think. And this guy, Nightly Thrust, 20 damage. We can probably kill this knight now. Alright, who has some extra stamina? Oh, we're pretty low. Okay. Oh, because everyone got winded by that guy. Okay. Who can Warcry? Oh, no. Yeah, that... I don't want to Warcry with Augment because that means he would have to move to this spot here and then that would break the double team combo. So, nope. Who's the strategist? That is you. Oh, but you can't play that now. Dang it. I mean, it's 5 damage that I'm missing out on, so it's fine. We have... So you are gonna Warcry? Oh, he was the one doing Sleight of Hand. God damn it. It's usually Augment, but I forgot we have a new Sleight of Hand character. So now we're not gonna be able to empty the hand. We're kicking you. Oh, but that gave them bonuses. Because every time he moves, they gain both charge and defense. God damn it. Apparently he cannot go above 120 defense either, though. That's interesting. Why would it cap him out? Well, I'll take it. Solid footing. End the turn. Okay, that was a bad turn, but we did get winded on the entire team, so that makes sense. We're about to lose Deslin. Achievement unlocked. Adrenaline. Reach 10 stamina during combat. Oh yeah, Deslin has 10 stamina because I drew the talent cards for her or him, and the lore master gives them extra then. Nice. We're about to do a blood sacrifice. For the dark gods. It's pretty late, but it's fine. And we're gonna banish it here, that's fine. So now the Bannerman has 36 bleed and will die next turn. So this is what I was waiting for. 1 fell swoop kill on him. And then we can arterial rupture him for a ton of damage, so that guy is kind of wasted. That's too bad. That was for that, but we won't need it. Dang it. The arterial rupture then could go on you. But let's see if we can add more bleed first. Where's the guy who does bleed? That's you. Second wind. You got this. Sure. I mean, I'm fairly sure that I'm gonna win now. But I always think I'm gonna win and then... I have forgotten something, so maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, let's see what they're doing, by the way. Absolute loyalty steals the ally with the most defense, so that would be you. So if we can lower his defense, then even better. He's doing 20 damage to Dannington, and this guy will die. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Deslin would like to dash around a bit. Whee! Gaining both charge and defense. He would like to do Invigorating Blow in order to heal himself a bit. Good. Slippery is also him. Conceal Blade. I'll do it here. 3 times 9 is not a kill yet. There. Good, now that's a kill. Overkill, by the way, because I think he had some charges that I didn't check for. Oh, and I didn't see if we could have gotten rid of the distraction. That's too bad. Alright. Oh, he is going to steal the ally with the most defense, but hopefully this guy bleeds to death before that becomes relevant. Yes, yes. So he's gaining no defense. Got him. Alright, I'm not really keeping an eye on all the little details anymore. I think we have won. So we should be fine, yeah. Where's Jansworth here? Remove bleeding from someone who is in danger. That would be... No, Desolin is not in danger. Then... Wolfric. Don't forget the Weasel's ability. Right. Here. Not a bad idea to bleed this guy a bit, maybe. What are they doing? Deals 15 damage. If opponent has more than 40 defense, applies bleed. And that's not the case. Nice. And Gravitas. Deals damage equal to current defense. If this character has no defense, the allied party takes 15 damage. Allied party, so he would hurt his own guys. I don't think we can get rid of the defense on Dannington here. He's also doing 28, even though we only have 13. Or to his equal to his own defense. Ah, so if I deal 28 damage to him, he's gonna damage his own party for 15. I can do that. In fact, just like that. Oh no. Oh, because more than 25 damage gets me punished. Alright, I deserve that. Fair enough. The Greatsword then. Natural selection. Battle tempo. Where is my dude here? Who are we hitting? Oh, he's got 19 charge now. Or like fury. That is pretty rough. I think that's why I was taking more damage than I was realizing I would. Because I didn't calculate in their charges. That would make sense anyway. Guard. And then sleight of hand discards the momentum. Then we should draw some cards. Yep. Can we do the lightning strike? Yes. And that would break his defense over here. Perfect. Oh, yeah, no, this is fine. Perfect, in fact. Nice. Exertion. Will pull me a card. What should it be? Exertion. Oh, we don't have that many choices. Greatsword. Oh, I can't play it. Ah, no. He didn't have enough stamina. Okay, whatever, man. I mean, the Warden is doing nothing. The other one died. So, do 20. Yeah. Deep strike. No, that's just too much damage. Yeah, we're not allowed to do too much damage. So we pull a Vanguard. The Greatsword does bleeding too, I suppose. Yeah. Greatsword. All right. So we're not allowed to do too much damage to this guy. What is happening? Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, something happened. Now I can control again. For a second there, nothing was reacting. Okay, make him overwhelmed too. Then, again, we gotta be careful not to do too much damage to him. Sleight of hand will discard the injury. Oh, the injury can be played by Desolin for healing. That's a really interesting combo, actually. So an injury card in my deck currently is healing for one of my characters. 10 healing per turn whenever per card play. That is insane. Huh. So yeah, let me give myself another... we should also start using the Mice ability here. in order to reduce his fury. And he has no fury left. But he's got 29 charge. Into the breach. Deals 16 damage. Targets the opponent with the lowest vitality. Unless the position in front of them is occupied, then that opponent is targeted instead. If the final target is in the front rank, deals an additional 15 damage to all opponents in the back rank. What an ability. Alright, I don't think anyone is gonna die. Nah, doesn't matter. Yeah, get rid of bleeding. Who is this for? That is for you. Rising Storm, the door cards. We can't kill him with Bloodlust. Or can we? Oh, that's close. Oh no, she can't move more because of no stamina. Alright. You, Yansworth, rush. Build some charge. And then Bloodlust. So he's gonna do a lot of damage, but we can take it. Even Desolate doesn't care. I'll be fine. So crazy enough, I might even pull an injury just to heal Desolate. That seems silly. But I could. Sure. Let me see if I'm right about this. So I pick Desolate, play injury, yeah, gain 10 bleed, and bleed is turned into healing. Yeah. Why not? What's he doing? Commander Strike, 20 damage to Dannington. He doesn't care. I'm gonna take it like a boss. Good. Double team here. Estoc is you. Oh, does this do too much damage? No, perfect. Yeah. You emerge victorious after 17 rounds. Most opponents target the frontmost territory in their targeted lane. If you move to that spot, you'll evade the attack. A little tip at the end of the game after beating the game. Alright. Thanks, game. Montebaro. I don't remember this cinematic. But it might have been there when I played last. I don't know. Banners of Ruin. Da 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 da. It is a really good game. As far as deck builders go, it has a lot of refreshing mechanics, new stuff. It's different. Yeah. And I think it's cool. The art is nice. It needs, maybe, if anything, a little bit more replayability. I could see myself maybe do another run. But then I'm not sure if it has that much replayability beyond that. But then I haven't seen up the new level up system, which I'm sure we will see now. Vanquish. So then I level up, of course, mostly mice and weasels. So that's kind of interesting because I would want to run bears or something next time, but I haven't leveled those up. So yeah. Wolf unlocked. It's now thinking. Mouse tier 3. Barrage. After playing this. Oh. So we unlock Nimble. Okay, we had no time to look at stuff here. Oaths unlocked. You can now choose oaths when starting a new campaign. Thanks, game. Yeah, so Mouse is tier 3. Weasels didn't even unlock tier 2. Damn. Alright. So, I mean, like I said, I don't feel like there's that much to replayability, but if you want to unlock all this stuff, you gotta play a whole lot, I guess. And a run is really long, so that's not something you do in a day. Nimble At the end of their turn, if this character has at least 15 defense, they gain anticipation. What? That is incredibly broken. I had fun, for sure. So weird when you had to unlock all the... Yeah, I did unlock... I think I had almost all the stuff unlocked before they redid the whole system. And then I got no XP toward the new system. That kind of made me a little bit disappointed. That's something to say out loud, but whatever. I'm not going to play another run now. That was really long. But I will go in and check the oaths. Okay. Take oath. Take oath. You can have, what, 3? And then you get a score multiplier, which probably means you can level up your stuff faster. So if we go back... No. Go back in. Here. Let's see some oaths. Blood Pact. Any party member death ends the game. Okay then. That would be fine if you don't throw characters away like I did. Unplayed characters left in the hand during cleanup are banished rather than discarded. Jesus. Opulent. Whenever you play, add a card to your deck. Lose 50 florins. Okay. And they have different score multipliers. Okay, the Blood Pact is really high score modifier. I could see myself using this one just to get a lot of points. As long as you don't fuck up like I did, it's gonna be fine. Whenever a party member dies during a campaign, all remaining party members will lose 1 maximum will. So you would combo that with the Blood Pact. Blood Moon. Enemies regain 5 vitality per turn. Alright, that's cool. Enemies with Fury start combat with 5 stacks of Fury. Jesus. Cultists. Bleed applied by party members is increased by 50%, but any bleed they gain no longer ticks down. Okay, that's of course nasty. I would probably grab that and just be like, go all out on bleed, and then make sure to have lots of field dressings. Enemies deal an additional 50% damage to armor. Ouch. Every turn in combat, all party characters gain 1 winded, so 1 less stamina per turn. Yikes. Defense gains are reduced by 25%, also rough. Damage dealt and received by rune cards is doubled. They are penalties, but to get a better score, yeah. Yeah, I would take Blood Pact and Timid for starters, right? Some have tiers and levels too. Yeah, I noticed that actually. Yeah, so we can click here. Tier. Oh boy. 25% vitality. Oh my god. Cultist. Oh, this one is interesting. Applied the party member, but any bleed they gain no longer takes, and they suffer double bleed damage. Eesh. And then you don't get the bonus at tier 3. No, oh, bleed applied by party members is doubled. Doubled! Yeesh. But probably also if you apply it to yourself, I assume. Which is interesting, right? Because that's what you do with the cultist build, is that you apply bleeding to yourself, but then also reward yourself for bleeding your opponent. Worth noting that if you get that iron will, that thing I had, where you... Not only are you ignoring bleed on yourself, but you also heal from it. Then, of course, the cultist thing is all suddenly really good. Jump guard here. Oh, triple. What? Every turn in combat, all party characters gain 1 winded. Oh yeah, okay, you can probably go up in tiers on that. Oh, no, okay. From the second street onward, they gain 2 winded, and then in the second street, in the third, they gain 3 each. Start of your turn, lose all defense. Okay. Damage dealt and received by rune cards is doubled. Dealt and received. That seems more like a bonus. I don't know how often rune cards deal damage to yourself. But damage received from them is quadrupled. Okay. Party members ticks up their poison by 2 by each. But how often do you get poisoned? Party members gain a maximum of 100 defense, 75, 50, okay. Enemies receive less damage from poison. And enemies are impervious to poison. Well, you could add that in and just never pick poison cards. That doesn't seem like a huge detriment necessarily. Enemies start with extra vitality, double their vitality, triple their normal vitality. Okay. Wasteful. Every time a card is discarded, including on cleanup, a random party member takes 2 damage. 4 damage. 8 damage. All enemy attacks apply 1 bleed. 2 bleed. 3 bleed. What? Combo that with the cultist and die. Yeah. And then there's even some that I can't see yet. I guess I haven't unlocked them. Alright. I need a short break, but I think I want to play maybe some Risk of Rain or something just to